Lukashenko claims Putin has achieved his goals in war against Ukraine.
Here's a summary of the article.
Cookies, device identifiers, or other information can be stored or accessed on your device for the purposes presented to you. Ads can be shown to you based on the content you're viewing, the app you're using, your approximate location, or your device type. Personalized ads can be shown to you based on a profile about you. Market research can be used to learn more about the audiences who visit sites, apps, and view ads. Your device can receive and send information that allows you to see and interact with ads and content. Different devices can be determined as belonging to you or your household in support of one or more of purposes. Your device might be distinguished from other devices based on information it automatically sends, such as IP address or browser type.
This post received a score of 3,300, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Lukashenko. Let me just move those goalposts all the way over here and see if Putin can call it a touchdown.
Remember at the beginning of the war when Lukashenko was standing in front of a map with arrows covering all of Ukraine and even going into Moldova? Yeah, no, that was never the plan. Edit, picture.
Yeah, I also remember the beginning of the war when Finland wasn't part of NATO.
In 1 year Russia has done something that the last century couldn't. Unified nearly all of the continent. Only against Putin laws.
Especially when you consider the isolationist misinformation campaign that threatened to destroy the EU was entirely Russian propaganda. After these last few years I fully expect the UK to rejoin.
I expect Britain to rejoin as much as Republicans have changed their opinion of Trump after all of his indictments. These people have spent years showing misinformation, to the point where people are unsure what's real or who is really trustworthy.
Yeah, but like in a decade they'll mostly be dead. So we have that going for us, I guess.
Enough of them died a while back to sway the vote back to Remain. Why none of our politicians have cottoned on to this is beyond me.
Have 1 million young and educated leave the country. 4. Get my country expelled from most international sports. 5. Lay the groundwork for a kick-ass Paralympics team. 7. Subify my Black Sea Fleet flagship bearing the name of my capital. 8.
Reinvigorated NATO. Re-engaged the US in global politics. Unified the EU. Kicked the German military out of their slumber. Lost Nord Stream. Shown his arms industry produces garbage weapons and is so backwards it needs Iran's help to build glorified RC planes. Lost $500 billion of state and oligarch cash frozen abroad.
Managed to break Swedish neutrality.
And to a certain extent Swiss neutrality. Hitler couldn't manage that.
Swiss are neutral. Their public negative statements about Russia were neutralized by increased trade with Russia as an intermediary.
Yeah, the Swiss kinda suck, but they hide it well.
All right, he can go home then.
Pulls out of the grain deal to threaten a food crisis, literally puts explosives on a fucking nuclear power plant, etc. Why? I think Putin is running out of foreign cash reserves and precious metals in the infamous Fortress Russia scheme. They literally can't simultaneously prop up the ruble and keep up wartime expenditure into next year. I hope they are in fact running on E and realize they are at a crossroads. Ukraine needs to draw this out basically till spring 2024 because that's when most of their foreign weapons are coming in proper numbers and Russia seems to be bleeding a bit too much cash. Crazy to me that Westerners are starting to turn sour on the war when this is literally so relatively cheap for them to bankrupt a major threat danger before they have to pivot to Africa, Asia in the coming decades.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.